So I want to tell you something that's far, far unique. Took myself out on a date. I took myself out on a date. I'm dating me right now. Dating me right now. Getting to know me, getting to know what I like, getting to know what brings me pleasure, getting to, associated with the things of what I deserve. And, it's been a very interesting experiment, you know what I mean? And the thing is that I was thinking about the fact that, throughout the course of my life, I've dated a lot of beautiful women. I have, and I've been blessed. Been blessed. Where I was not, so on top of my game is the fact that I didn't understand some key things. You hear me talk about that a lot because I'm really, honing in on that fact that, time passes, moments pass. You can have regrets, you can have things, that you look back on that you can't undo, And I do wish I understood love a lot better. I do wish I understood, what was important in life a lot better. I do wish, that I had gained that knowledge and that respect, for togetherness, that togetherness. And I understand it now, and I would say that, at the time, I was just so wrapped up into dreams and goals and things of that nature. Someone has said something very interesting. A dream can also be an obstacle, you know what I mean? And so I realized that was my issue. That was my issue. And so, I think sometimes every now and then about, probably my last relationship, and I sometimes get confused if it was a relationship. I don't know, I just know that I was with someone I really, really was in love with deeply. It was the most beautiful woman in the world to me, you know what I mean? And even though, that did not work out, that does not change the fact that I still feel like that's, that was a beautiful woman, you know what I mean? A perfect catch for me, a perfect thing that could have, probably made my life complete, But, that's one of those things that you look back on and you say, okay, well, you gave it all you had, But presently, right now, as I'm, at that precipice of life where know I'm going to be dating. I know that I'm going to be, engaged, and and I talk about being so excited about sharing the new me. I'm very excited about it. I can hardly contain myself sometimes, because that would have been the way I would approach things, throughout my life had I known what I know now. And so I'm dating me right now. So woman come along, she might have some stiff competition, But the thing is that, I'm learning that, what first thing is important to me is, important that it's a certain level of respect for one another. Certain desire level, equal desire level for one another. It's a certain level of wanting a certain support level. See, I support me. I can count on that. I bag me up. I can count on that. I love me, and I can say that emphatically now, and I can count on that. And I want those same things from a mate, And so it's this thing about, I'll be honest and say that, I had this thing, man. I'm gonna just show you how far out there I was, and how confident I was, how I never, it's just how I was, I really didn't have to, it's sometimes, man, you're so confident you don't really think about certain things and going out on simple dates. I had never really been out on a lot of dates like that, you know what I mean? It was always parties at my house, I'm single, I always had the cribs, and everything that a woman could want. And so, You know, the party was always at my house. You know, every now and then go to her place or whatnot, but most of the time the party was always at my house. You know, it was like a revolving door, you know. And I always knew that come over there, man, had the greatest time in the world, you know, from dusk to dawn, you know what I mean? And so that was just the only world I knew. I didn't know anything about, you know, going out and eating and sitting around and doing these different things and activities and all. I didn't know anything about that. You know, I had never experienced, you know, something like that. And again, that just was my ignorance of life at that point. And you gotta understand too that I'm from a different place, different background. So those things fit. It fit. You know, those are not necessary things, you know, but they were necessary. They were necessary for growth. They were necessary for, you know, understanding, you know, togetherness and understanding love, you know. And so I missed the boat on that. I did. And I've gained that knowledge now. And so I'm practicing on me. I'm practicing on me. I'm practicing on everything to teach me, you know, what I want and teach me what I need. Teach me how I want to be treated. Teach me, you know, what I deserve in life, what I deserve in love. And so practicing on me. So dating me right now. Dating me right now. And so yesterday, took myself out, you know, and had a pretty decent time. And, you know, life, personal life and things of that nature sometimes can, you know, throw monkey wrenches and things of that nature, but I don't allow that to happen. I'm not allowing that to happen. Life is beautiful, and I'm going to let it be beautiful each and every day. And so, you know, no longer would I allow personal life to interfere with that. You know, there was a time, you know, before the latter years that I had never thought about, you know, hard times, you know, even though I had been through them. I never thought about, you know, worrying about this, worrying about that, you know. That's just something that never was on my radar. I always knew it was going to work out. I had me and I had God, you know what I mean? And I never worried about it. I always knew the outcome was going to be what it needed to be to make great things happen. So I never worried about it. But, you know, it caught up to me, and all of a sudden I became normal. You know what I mean? And I want to be honest with you, when you're different, normal is not the place to be. It's not the place to be. It's not who you are. It's not the world that you live in. It's not the world, you know, that you need to be living in. You need to live in your own world. And if you are different, you need to live in your different world. It's a beautiful place. You know, birds fly, you know what I mean? And things just look so much different, so much brighter. You know, they do. They do. And so, yeah, I'm dating me right now, man. I'm dating me right now. And so today, I even put on my cologne, that special cologne you hear me talk about that I discovered about a little over a year ago. And man, this is amazing cologne. This is one simple bottle of cologne, man. Everybody loves it. I love it. And this is my smell. You come around me, you're gonna smell that smell. You know what I mean? So, you know, back in my days when I for the period of time that I was smoking, you know, I wished I would have had my cologne. You know what I mean? Would have changed everything. And, you know, working on other kind of personal care and stuff that I, you know, normally would have had major upkeep on, you know, and I'm taking things serious, man. I'm taking things serious, you know. If I'm gonna date me, then whatever I want out of a date, that's what I got to make sure I provide for myself. You know what I mean? And I dress the part too. Dress the part too. I'm not playing with it, man. I'm not playing with it, you know. And so making sure that I bring a lot of smiles and joy, you know, to my heart throughout this process. And, you know, dating oneself is an interesting experience. You know what I mean? It is, man. And you know, like if you want to say, you know, very rarely people think about horseback riding. Well, you know, that's something that would be in the repertoire of, you know, dating with me. You know, horseback riding, selling, all kinds of things, canoeing, all these things that, you know, you don't do on a normal daily basis. You know, I want to incorporate, and I want them to be part of my life. And so, I'm still seeking to get my headquarters situation squared away. And once I get that done, then I know me, I'm gonna break out, all kinds of things. And yeah, I will still always pursue, dreams and things I want to do, to just who I am. But it's not gonna be priority. It's not gonna be priority number one, And so, in this process of dating me, I'm learning more about what I'm bringing to the table. And I like what I see. Still the red carpet treatment that I've always given a woman, but it's now done with some focus. Now it's done with purpose. Now it's not just done just because I just have so much respect for a woman as a whole. It's done for that particular woman in a special way, And so I'm going out of my way to try to make that happen, and I'm going to continue to do that. So, I'm growing throughout this process, and I want it to be something special. And I go out of my way to treat me special, And the same way I expect to get treated, by my mate, because I see for sure what I'm bringing to the table. I see for sure that I can safely say I'm on top of my game, and, it's the only thing missing, is that other half. But in the meantime, I always have to grow. I always have to be trying to, get it, kind of fine tune things. And so, I'm dating me. I'm dating me right now. So, today is going to be another beautiful day. It's already a beautiful day, correction. Anytime, every time that sun comes up, man, it's a beautiful day. And it's all about what are you going to do with it? What are you going to get out of it? And so, I'm going to go and get some extra toiletries, and I want to get some stuff. I need to get some ink pens. I got a little list of things I need to get, to keep the flow going. Things I normally would have done in the past that I haven't been on top of. And so dating me has gotten me totally on top of my game, and I love it, man. I love it. And so, see how it turns out. There is no breakup. Won't be no breakups or anything like that. And again, I feel some type of way about the fact that I did not handle my past relationships a certain way, but I definitely have moved on. I have to move on. That's how life goes. But I'll never forget those women, and I will always honor those women. And that one particular woman I was talking about in that last relationship, honor her too. Honor her, man. Put her on the highest level. You know what I mean? She gonna always get top-notch respect, man. And every time anyone has come through my life, a friend or a mate, they're always, a part of my life. And so, I always hold them with the highest of respect. So, looking forward to the future, and looking forward to the day, looking forward to tomorrow, the next day, and so forth. And it's going to be beautiful, man. It's going to be beautiful. And it doesn't just, sometimes be beautiful on its own. Sometimes you have to date yourself, to make things happen and cultivate certain things, like a beautiful flower, you have to nurture it. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So dating me right now. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, this is your boy, the Imperfect Myth, and may life be beautiful for you. May life be beautiful for me, because life is beautiful.